Destiny is a game that's had a troubled past. It was highly anticipated, and when it came out, it simply just didn't deliver. I've been playing Destiny on and off since launch. I've always enjoyed it, but I didn't experience its true potential until recently. When it came out, I'd played through the story missions, through the strikes, some of the patrols, some PvP, a little bit of everything. I had fun, I enjoyed the game, but it just didn't really click with me. I didn't understand it. As the expansions came out, I picked them up. The mechanics and gameplay were enough to keep me going, even if the story just wasn't quite there. It wasn't until the second expansion, House of Wolves, that the story started to capture me. It was very small scale when compared to everything else in the game, and it made it a much more personal story. This is also right around the time that I started playing it as an MMO rather than just a traditional shooter. Instead of just playing through the story, I was now playing endgame content to find high-level loot. I was collecting strange coins to buy the exotics from Xur, I was playing the strikes, I was doing the daily stuff and the weekly missions. I was enjoying the game much more. I finally started to truly understand what the game was. In September 2015, the third expansion, The Taken King, was released. Once again, it was a smaller scale story. It was the story of Oryx and his revenge on you for killing his son Crota. The story was fantastic. It was engaging, it was fast-paced, and it didn't overstep, unlike the base game, which was just hard to follow. I played through it, I reached level 40, I got some exotics and legendaries, and then I stopped. I felt like I had done everything that there was. One thing I didn't know yet is that I was missing the best content that Destiny had to offer, the raids. I'd heard a lot about the raids at this point. I heard that Vault of Glass was incredible, that Crota's End was fast-paced and fun. I heard that King's Fall was precise and you needed teamwork, but I just didn't have any interest in them. It wasn't until January 2016 that I found out about the subreddit Our Fire Teams and decided, why not? I'll give it a shot. I made a post that I'd never done a raid and I'd like to give Vault of Glass a try. Within 5 minutes I had 5 responses. 2 others had never done the raid before, 2 had previously done it, but not for a few months, and 1 used to Sherpa the raid. I had a full fire team, and I was ready to go. I made the party, I invited everyone, and we were off. 2 hours later, I'd finished my first raid, and I had a new favorite moment in a video game. I had never played a game where strangers were so helpful, funny, energetic, and just having a great time. We all added each other to our friends list, and right before I was about to sign out, one of these strangers says, "Anyone want to try and kill Crota?" I immediately said yes. We start the raid, an hour later, we killed him. While not quite as good as Vault of Glass, the people I was playing with were spectacular. It was, and still is, the most fun I've had with a multiplayer game. Since then, I've run all 3 raids dozens of times. I've played with people who are fantastic. I've also played with people who probably shouldn't have stopped playing Call of Duty. I've even been a Sherpa for a raid a few times, in both Vault of Glass and King's Fall. My playtime is 10 times longer than it was, and my friends list as well. This is why I like playing Destiny. I've had amazing experience, I've made countless friends. It's some of the best times I've ever had with a video game. If there's anyone who'd like to play, just send me a message. The next expansion is right around the corner, and it has a brand new raid. Can't wait to meet some people to play with. This can cause headaches, make your eyes sore, and once again, motion sickness. Many of these things have changed with the new generation of VR. With the release of the Oculus Rift and HTC Vive in the 70s, which, if you recall, is also when the first video game console came out. I didn't know much about PC, so I do some research. Titan X is